Yeah, there's just not much on this nose.
Yeah, this is the first South African whiskey we've tried, so. Yeah, very light, not a lot on the nose at all.
Definitely, I can see where you're getting a little bit of banana bread from it.
Mm-hmm. I do get a little bit of cornbread. This is 100% corn whiskey, so.
You definitely get the cornbread on the taste. I get like cornbread, vanilla. It's super light.
Yeah, let's just go into it, man. Incredibly light.
I get mostly ethanol, and then you get like banana bread, cornbread, vanilla on the end.
Yeah.
And it's not super sweet either because it's just so mellow.
Right.
I will say that it makes me very excited to try one of the Balcones corn whiskeys, or mellow corn for that matter, because those ones are higher in proof, so they're just going to have...
And the Blue Eye 6 is higher.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about the Blue Eyed 6. Yeah, I'm excited to try that.
It has decent flavor. It's just very, very, very light.
It's so light that, like,
I mean, yeah, we are... Yeah, we gotta keep in mind what we're normally drinking, and that 86 proof on something so light is already out of our league light.
Honestly, it's so light in flavor that like the burn on this is almost more intense than the burn on any of the other ones we had, just because like the flavor to heat ratio.
I don't really get any at all, really.
There's a little bit of a burn, and I see what you're saying, where like because the flavors are so light, there's not a lot to combat that. Where
right.
It's like
it's not really like a rich, full-bodied burn. It's just kind of like a burn to go with a light flavor.
Yeah, it's like from like a flavor to heat ratio. This probably is the highest one of anything we've had so far tonight.
Probably. You definitely tell it's pretty young. You definitely tell it's a cheap corn whiskey.
I don't know if it's young though. Is the thing like
it kind of?
It's gotta be young. Like I don't know. All I know is that whatever barrels they used, like, they probably use these barrels more than once. Mm-hmm. Like, because you can use used oak or new oak with corn whiskey.
It's definitely used oak barrels.
I feel like they use these oak barrels more than once. Like, this is like a second use. Because it shouldn't be this faint, even if they're, like, reusing a bourbon barrel or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's not like it's unpleasant. It's just not overly pleasant.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a deal at $20. It's definitely not a bottom shelf whiskey.
No,
but it definitely like. I mean, it's different.
I would say it goes toe to toe with like Basil Hayden's.
Yeah, it's definitely like. That it almost seems like that's sort of like what it's going for too. Is that it has the same sort of idea where it's meant to be light. It's meant to be mellow. Because it strikes me as something where if they wanted it to be more like have a more sophisticated palate, they easily could do that.
All they would have to do is up the proof.
Up the proof and maybe not reuse a barrel.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just like flirting with that idea because I know for a fact that whiskeys can taste really flavorful at 43%. Like Jim Beam Double Oak, it's 43% and super flavorful.
Yeah, is that you get it from if you don't get it from the proof, you have to get it from the barrel.
Yeah.
And this doesn't seem like it has it from either.
Nope.
Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's good if you like that kind of light, like really light whiskey, but I think we're too vested in bourbon to find this as appealing as we want it to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. I don't hate it, but it's just not...
And I wouldn't call this bottom... I wouldn't say this wasn't worth it either. But it's... it was on clearance for $22 after tax.
Okay.
It's not... It tastes like it's a $20 to $30 whiskey. Like, if I had to pick this or Basil Hayden, I honestly might pick this.
I would probably pick this over.
Because I like the flavor notes a little bit more.
Yeah.
The Basil Hayden does not get any of the Jim Beam peanut you want it to have.
No, and it's like supposed to be a high rye bourbon too, but because it's so watered down, it's not really high rye bourbon. Like that's one of those things that I would recommend to someone getting into whiskey.
Yeah, oh for sure. I'd probably if we didn't have only one bottle left, this would probably be one of the things I started recommending, unless they specifically said bourbon.
Yeah.
But no, this was.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not great. It's not
It's
bad.
not. I was gonna say it didn't leave me disappointed because it was hard to disappoint at the price.
Yeah.
And I don't feel any regret over buying it. It's not like it just doesn't stand out in any way. I do like, it does show promise that it has banana notes to it.
Yeah.
Because I would love this at a higher proof. It would, if I could get this at a higher proof at the same price as Old Forester, you bet I'd pick this any day. The banana notes are so much more pronounced, and they're pretty there in Old Forester. But
well, you have, you've had Jack Daniel's single barrel proof. Like,
yes.
That's the biggest banana, like, nose and taste of any whiskey I've ever had.
Ooh, on that second sip after I let it air out, you get more banana.
You definitely.
Or like a plantain. Like, it's not a sweet banana flavor.
Yeah.
It definitely tastes like tropical, which
Makes sense.
it's from South Africa. It makes more sense than something tropical in Pennsylvania or Kentucky. But no, I mean, yeah, not bad at all. Just not great either. It's just there.
Yeah, if you want a $20 whiskey to try, and you haven't had a corn whiskey, I mean, that's not a bad way to go. But
yeah, right?
at the same time, I still really want to try my own corn.
Oh, yeah.